Honorable members, I want to welcome us to the second day of the vetting of the members of the city board. And before we start, I want to ask that we have a word of prayer. And I pray, Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the offices of leaders and county assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of it and trust in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under deliberations in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our county, and of those whose interest you have committed to our charge. Amen. Sergeant at Arms, can you usher in the nominee?
Thank you so much. I would request that we don't confirm the minutes of the previous meeting, but we go into the substantial agenda of today, which is the vetting of the remaining 4 nominees to the membership of Kisumu City Board. The proposer, Honorable Nerea, Seconda, Honorable Salando. So, in your file is the questionnaire for Maryanne Amondi. And the questions are there, so maybe 3 minutes you can go through them. Okay, I'm informed that you've gone through it and you've picked the questions. So who has taken question 2? Question 3? Question 4? The 5? Just like we agreed, you will read it to understand, then you can ask it in the simplest way possible, the way you feel you are comfortable, so long as it's within the context and content it was intended. So, at the time you can call the nominee. Uh, 20 minutes late, so for us to recover and find a way of maybe even recovering 5 or 10 minutes from each nominee. Welcome. I presume the person seated in front of us is Maryanne Otieno Mondi. May we have your original ID so that we can have proof of the same. Okay, Maryanne, this is appointment committee of the Kisumu County Assembly. One of our roles is to vet the nominees of the governor. And, we received a letter from the governor nominating you to be a member of the Kisumu County City Board. So the committee will take you through vetting. I will have to inform you that before we proceed, you have to take an oath. And I would request the clerk to assist us in that. You will inform him of your religion, whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, or a Buddhist, or a pagan. Then he will assist you to take the oath. So, clerk.
I, Maryanne Otieno Omondi, do solemnly and sincerely swear that every word that I shall utter before this committee is the truth and nothing but the truth, and that every statement and declaration that I shall make shall be consistently believing the same to be true and according to the Oath and Statutory Declaration Act. So help me God.
Now, our second thing I'm going to do is to do introduction, but because of time, I'll do it on behalf of the members of the appointment committee. I want to request the members seated behind. Can you sit somewhere here so that you don't sit behind the nominee? My name is Elisha Jakoraro, Speaker County Assembly of Kisumu and the chairperson of the appointment committee. And on my left is the clerk of the committee, Aman Moses. My extreme left down here is the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Nereo Kombo, MCA Anyata B, member of the committee. Next to her is special elected member, Honorable Eunice Alando, member of the committee. Then we have Honorable Karen Odhiambo, MCA Kaloleni Shaurimoyo, member of the committee. Next to there we have Honorable Zachary Okoyo, Central Sumu Ward, member of the committee. Next to him is a friend of the committee, Honorable Benadega Ajulu. And behind there is Honorable Sami Onyango, Railways Ward, friend of the committee. Now, next to you is Assistant Atam. She will be assisting you. If you need any assistance, just whisper to her, and she will be able to assist you. We have other Sergeant Atams either standing or sitting behind me. We have the ICT and the communication team. We have our Hansard team just across the screen and behind you there, and our research team. Now, simple rules before we proceed. There is a book and a pen there. So if there is more than one question or there's something you need to note down, you can note. If you are asked more than one question, you can answer in the order that you prefer. Then there is a microphone in front of you. It's very easy to operate. When it's your time to talk, just press it. There's a button there, just press. It will turn red. You speak, When you are through speaking, just turn it off again by pressing so that the other microphones can work. If we ask you any question and you feel you are not comfortable answering, just tell us to pass and we proceed. You need to feel free. It's not an exam. We have your document. We just want to ask you some few questions to know if you are qualified. So it will be upon you to convince the committee. Now, I want to give you now time to introduce yourself. But unfortunately, I'm going to prescribe how you are going to introduce yourself. So you will do it by telling us who you are. After telling us that one, you will have to prove to us that you satisfy the requirement of the Urban Areas and Cities Act 2011, amended in 2019, and to be specific, that is section 13(4) of that act. And two, you will discuss how your educational qualification and the work experience will enable you to deliver as a member of the board. If you do that one well, I think we may even decide not to ask you any other question. And I'm sure 3 minutes is enough for you to tell us that. Before you start, I need your original testimonials. You can give them to the Senator Tam, give them to us here. So your 3 minutes starts now.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm Maryanne Otieno Omondi. I am Maryanne Otieno Omondi. I'm a resident of Kisumu County. And a loyal citizen of this republic. I believe that my qualifications, and I believe in my qualifications, and I do believe that I meet the requirements of this position because I'm a resident of here. I am an adult of sound mind, capable of delivering this mandate. My education qualifications are: I am an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, currently working as a state counsel in Kisumu County Civil Litigation Department. And I believe that being an advocate and a state counsel at the same time, I will be instrumental in delivering the mandate of the board, including I'll be so instrumental in the policy making and the legislative processes of the committee. I believe that I'll also be in a position to ensure that there's compliance to various laws and anything with regards to that mandate. Thank you.
Honorable members, I think I want to give you time to interrogate Maryanne Amondi. Let me start with the Honorable Okoyo.
Thank you, Chair. Morning, Maryanne.
Morning.
Thank you. What is your understanding of the revenue administrative structure of the city in the current revenue legislative framework of the county?
I answer or I wait for all the
Any
questions?
time you are answering a question, you will be directing the response to the chairperson or the speaker. But I think you can answer that one.
The revenue structure of the county is so adverse, and I believe the same is enshrined in the budgetary, in the Kisumu County Finance Act together with the Appropriation Bill and the Division of Revenue Bill. And in understanding the same, I believe the same I'll pass that question.
Okay. You pass that question, Honorable Koy. You have any supplementary question? All right, proceed. Let me give Honorable Nerea first. I'll come back to you if you have any supplementary question. Honorable Karen, to speak on the microphone.
Morning, Maryanne.
Morning.
Mine is simple, and that Kisumu City has been earmarked by the World Bank as a frontier for the implementation of planned sustainable urbanization. What is your understanding of the concept of a planned sustainable urbanization?
Maybe 2 minutes enough for you to answer that, Maryanne.
My understanding of planned sustainable urbanization is that we should have a city that is capable of sustaining itself independently, where we can use our resources to plan the city and ensure there is sustainability of the city on its own, so that we do not depend on other people, but the city can sustain itself.
I don't know if you understood the question, because you just reframed what she asked. So what you've said is what she's asking. But now, what are the key principles in what you've said?
The principles of planned sustainable urbanization. Can I get time to answer it in a minute? I take another question, then I come back to it.
I thought that will even make it more complicated. Or, Honorable Maria, can you repeat your question so that the nominee understands you well? Maybe I've confused her.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, we are asking her understanding of the concept of planned sustainable urbanization, given the fact that at the board which she seeks to, sit in, has been identified by the World Bank as a frontier in the implementation of sustained urban planning.
The principles of sustainable urbanization, I would take one of them to be participatory sustainability, where the residents of the city will participate in the planned urbanization. And the second one would be unity, where the citizens will be involved in the planned sustainable urbanization.
Honorable Karen.
Thank you, Chair. Madam Maryanne, what is your understanding of the city's board function in accordance with the provisions of the Urban Areas and Cities Act, that is 2011, and its Amendment Act of 2019?
2 minutes, Maryanne.
The city's board, where I'm supposed to be a member,
Switch off your microphone, Honorable Karen. Okay, proceed.
one of them includes city ensuring that the city is having good drainages, ensuring there's lighting, there's safety in the city. At the same time, to ensure that the environment is sustainable, ensuring that there is a development of infrastructures of the city, and also ensuring that the transport sector is well organized, ensuring that there are good markets in the city, and to all that.
Honorable Eunice.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Madam Maryanne, in relation to Article 185 of the Constitution and Section 87 of the County Government Act 2012, what is your opinion on the principles of public participation and the necessity for the public participation in the management of the city?
Public participation is where the citizens and the stakeholders are involved in the decision making of the county and of the state in general. The same is necessary because it informs the public, it informs them of the government decisions and what they plan to do. At the same time, it ensures that the public is involved when when the state, in this case the government, want to do something. It ensures that there's collaboration between the government and the public. It empowers also. It's necessary because it empowers the public because they are aware of what the government intends to do, how they are going to do it, and how they are going to implement it. Thank you.
Sorry to interject. We have got two members who just arrived. Maybe let me just take opportunity to introduce them midstream. Honorable Leader of Majority, Honorable Ken Oko, also MCS Siaya County, member of the committee. The Deputy Leader of Majority, Honorable Lumumbo Wade, also MCA Southeast Nyakach. I will give you time to ask any supplementary question. But as you prepare, I want to ask Maryanne that I can see that you are admitted at the High Court of Kenya. You were given a certificate of admission in March 2018. And in your introduction, you said that now you are working as a...
I'm working as a state counsel.
Where?
In Kisumu regional offices. I'm a litigation counsel.
Okay. But I can see that your practicing status is inactive.
Yes, my practicing status is inactive because state councils do not take practicing certificates because we work for the government.
I'm not a lawyer anyway, but I was worried that I'm seeing you are supposed to be active and you are inactive.
We do not practice privately. We only do it publicly. So when
So you are not required to take a certificate?
No, we are not required to take certificates.
Anyway, we'll confirm that. Now, Honorable Ken?
Thank you, Chair. I've just arrived, but I have one question. Who is the current chair of Law Society of Kenya?
Faith Odhiambo.
Walemoba?
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, you are a civil servant at present, isn't it?
Yes.
And it is a normal practice that civil servants do not join boards through appointment, but they are normally seconded as ex officio. And now you have come for an interview to be appointed or to be nominated as a board member. Are you coming from the professional side, or you are here on your private capacity? And what happens if you're here on your private capacity? What happens if you are nominated to be a member of the board? Will you resign? Thank you.
I have been seconded to this board by APSEA. I have not gone through the interview process and everything. I have been seconded by APSEA because I'm a member of APSEA.
Now, Maryanne, where do you vote?
Last elections, I voted in Siaya.
And is there any reason? Because you said you are a resident of Kisumu County.
During that time, I was working in Siaya County as a legal counsel. So it was just good that I voted there.
So you've not been in Kisumu for long?
Currently, I'm working here, and my posting can go up to 12 years here.
Obviously. How long have you stayed in Kisumu?
I started staying in Kisumu in 2019 when I got my job in Siaya. I used to commute from Kisumu to Siaya daily. So I have been a resident from 2019.
And how many wards are in Kisumu City?
Kisumu City, 35. Yes, Kisumu City, Kisumu County is 35.
I'm asking, how many wards are in Kisumu City?
35. How many? Pardon? Wards, 7.
Are you going to be a member of the board of Kisumu County or a member of the board of Kisumu City?
I'm going to be a member of Kisumu City Municipal Board. Kisumu City Board.
How many wards are in Kisumu City?
7.
7. How can you name 5?
I'll start with Milimani, Nyalenda, Nyalenda A, Nyalenda B, Migosi, Kibuye, Shauri Moyo, Kajulu.
Okay, Honorable Mupadi.
Who was the first senator of Kisumu at the inception of the revolution?
I will pass that one.
Okay, honorable members, I think we have the documents of Maryanne. Check. We have come to the end of looking at, vetting Maryanne, but we have the documents with us here. So, Maryanne, we will retreat and backbite you in your absence by looking at the documents submitted. But I've got 2 concerns. We asked you to pick a questionnaire from us. And in the submission, you are supposed to submit some documents. Number 1, you are supposed to give us a DCI report, normally called the, what is the name? Good conduct. I have not seen it, neither have I seen it on your original documents. Number two, EACC declaration. I have not seen it in your submission, neither have I seen it in your original documents. Also, you are supposed to give us your higher education loans board clearance certificate. I did not see it in your questionnaire, what you submitted, neither have I seen it in your original documents. So it means you have not complied with the minimum statutory requirements according to our checklist. But I agreed that you come for vetting because I thought you would come with the originals.
For the good conduct, I made an application and I was told the certificate will come out after 1 month. For the EACC, I did the application online and I have not been given the feedback to submit. On the tax compliance, I can bring that. I brought loose copies. What I did, I did the questionnaire, bound, and then the CV, and then I brought loose copies of the HELB, tax compliance, and CRB, but they were not in 14 copies. They were loosely 111. I thought that was what I was supposed to do. But what I can do before the end of the day, I can bring the 13 copies of the tax compliance, HELB, and the CRB. I can submit.
When you were admitted to work in CIA, were you ever asked for the EACC declaration?
Yes, yes. We at that time we were doing the hard copy ones.
So in this case, were you asked for online or the hard copy? Because I've seen
When
almost all the nominees we have vetted have submitted the hard copies.
I was advised to do it online. An officer from EACC told me that there is both online and the hard copy was it's like being outlawed.
The CRB report, we also advised to do online.
The CRB, I presented one loose copy.
Seen in your original copies, I have not seen you having put them together. I have not seen even a copy of what is submitted to EACC. I have not seen, because if you submitted to EACC online, you could print what you have submitted. I have not seen your receipt showing that you have applied for, it's called what? The DCI one.
Good conduct.
Good conduct. Because when they take your fingerprints, there is a receipt that is you are given.
Yes.
That now you are waiting for the certificate. I have not seen that one.
I can resubmit them.
But it will be
before
too
the
late.
End of the day.
Because that is, if it shows a lot in you, because that's the simplest thing that you are supposed to have. Otherwise, we are not even supposed to have agreed that you come for interview. But by leave of the committee, they said, let's give you a benefit of doubt. Maybe you are coming with the original copies. I saw the hand of Honorable Lumumba.
You have covered what I wanted to ask.
Okay, thank you. Now, we will retreat as a committee to make a consideration. I would allow the Senator Tam to give you back your original documents, but I give you 1 minute. 1 minute, if you have anything you want to tell the committee in terms of a question or a comment, it's your time.
I do appreciate the committee members for their time and their indulgence in during this session. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We wish you the best. The Sergeant at Arms will assist you outside. Honorable members, ensure you clear with the form. We only have 5 minutes for transition to the next meeting or vetting.